It was a little hectic all at first trying to get everyone and everything situated, regrouping my thoughts of what we could do next. Apparently, nobody else is working today. Huh, Caleb? Home Depot's closed, Dixie Line's closed. Caleb's not working. He's just...
I'm honestly on vacation.
He's just here. So Nathan went to go get some supplies, some materials, because I wanted to plastic the crawl space today and start running our pecs so that we could get these floors covered up, because they're pretty much ready. But everything was closed.
Everything.
So we had to regroup. And Nathan's gonna put this window in. Yay, Nathan!
Yay!
Michael! Michael is taking out this pony wall to here. Okay, update. It was a little hectic all at first trying to get everyone and everything situated, regrouping my thoughts of what we could do next. Apparently, nobody else is working today. Huh, Caleb? Home Depot's closed, Dixie Line's closed. Caleb's not working. He's just...
I'm honestly on vacation.
He's just here. So Nathan went to go get some supplies, some materials, because I wanted to plastic the crawl space today and start running our pecs so that we could get these floors covered up, because they're pretty much ready. But everything was closed.
Everything.
So we had to regroup. And Nathan's gonna put this window in. Yay, Nathan!
Yay!
Michael is taking out this pony wall to here. You should be able to cut those wires off.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember we tested them, so there's no power.
Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking.
Yeah, you could cut them off.
Sweet.
There.
That'll
You could cut them off.
And just rip them all out.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Just not the gas line.
Yeah.
The gas is
that's
turned
why I put
off
around that.
outside, so it's not going to blow up or anything.
We don't want to ruin the
But
pipes.
don't cut out anything,
Sweet.
because there could be some residual gas in there still, just, a little bit.
Do that, yeah.
So, got the trash, a lot of trash loaded in Aaron's truck, so that's nice. Now all our trash cans are empty and ready to be filled again. Excuse me. Yeah. Trash, tearing that up. Caleb and I are working on this bathroom now.
We're working in the bathroom.
That's right. I want to get the window laid out where we're putting that, get that cut installed today. And where our niche is going to go. And I'm furring out this wall just like I did that bathroom wall. Doing flat 2x4s here so that our niche can fit without having to cut this let-in brace, diagonal brace. We can leave that in place. So yeah, laying out niche, laying out shower head and the valve. We got the valve in too, by the way. I'll show you that because it's super cool. Here's our shower valve. Came with white gloves for white glove service. Put this camera on my head. Okay, there it is. So this has our hot and cold inlets, 3/4 inch. Then this is our thermostat. Set it hotter or colder, and it has a limiter, heat limiter. So if you want to go hotter, you can push that and go hotter all the way to the max. But then you have this lockout right there, so you could set what you want your basic temperature to be, and there you go. That way a little kid or something can't easily turn it too hot. So you just leave your temperature, and then you can turn on or off your two shower heads. So then you always can just leave this, never have to mess with it if you have like one temperature you like, and then turn your shower on, turn your shower off. I really like these. This is just off Amazon. It's like a Chinese something or other, but it's solid brass and it's heavy. Like this thing's like 6-7 pounds. It's all metal. I've used these before. And then this is a thermostatic valve, so it'll automatically keep the temperature steady even if water gets used elsewhere in the house. And then here's the faceplate, which is also solid metal. So I like it. And this one's actually an Imperial. The other ones I did were metric, but there we go. Nice, clean, matte black finish. All right, so we got this wall. It's the master bathroom. Shower wall. Spaced out where it needs to be. And our niche framed in. So that's awesome. Now I'm going to put the plywood down just under where the shower and curb goes. I want to start framing it out, but I don't want to cover the whole floor because we're going to access that for power, plumbing, and putting plastic down, so I don't want to block it all off. I'll just sheet the floor where the shower goes so I can get this drain drilled into place and all that. But I just found this vent pipe was not glued in at all, so that's exciting. Needs to go something like that. Okay, let's test fit. I got the joy of the Lord. I'm so happy. I think we're pretty good here. Yes. 17 on the dot. Right there. The 30. I'm happy with it. Blew it. It's days of heaven on the earth. For me, it's days of beholding him.
For me, it's days of heaven on the earth.
Yeah, post that one, Sierra.
Holding him continually. So happy. Couldn't be happier. What? To the people you want to be quiet. You be giddy out here. Oh my gosh, yeah. I was laughing and giddy. I was good. Giddy choir. It's like,
Yeah. What?
I worked hard to make everyone think I'm a jerk.
You are.
But if people get the video and see how nice I am, I'm going to be in trouble.
But they won't see that. They'll see how big of a jerk you are.
bring it on.
Okay, well, first off, say bring it on, then we walk away and say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How long should we wait till we say oh yeah? Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So he lifts up his right, you lift up your left, you say,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think it matters. Oh yeah. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah.
Until the time it goes down.
Bring it on.
Ah,
Here, I raise on my right, you raise on my left.
I've been Christ Jesus. I'm walking by the Spirit of the Lord. For me, it's days of
Okay, now I'm ready. I'm ready. Get on. I'm ready now.
Oh yeah.
It's
My fault, my fault.
The actual video is like 30 seconds and the outtakes are like 4.5 hours.
Yeah. Bring it on. Bring it on. We got it. Bring it on. Walk away. Oh yeah.
I can't work in these conditions.
We could just watch them.
Bring it on.
We could watch in these conditions.
Oh yeah.
Ah!
It is a little weird to do that.
Oh. First test fit. Let's see, Nathan.
One time you the
Let's see if we got it.
nice and tight. Then you're hitting on the corner with the You're hitting on the back of the.
Hitting on this?
You're hitting on this.
Oh, there's a gap right. I just needed to come to there.
It
Should.
looks like it needs to come further.
Oh, this is wavy right there. That's probably why.
Right there. That's kind of-
Yeah, this is like 46 and a half. So maybe I could just hit that in.
Well, if you cut this off right here.
Nope. All this stuff was loose. is going to fit here now. I'm going to glue it. I always glue it. And you should too. Because it makes it better. That's why. That's why you should do it. Because it's better. I don't love this glue. It's not the best glue in the world. There's better glue out there. But this glue with screws is a lot better than no glue and nails, for instance. Makes it less squeaky, makes the whole floor act like one unit instead of many units. Well, that one already had a window cut out, but I cut 3.5 inches past the window because that 1x4 trim is 3.5 inches.
So I can go 3.5 inches around what my hole is,
Yeah,
and then just cut that square out first.
yeah. But then you have to just set your depth on your blade so you're not cutting through your... Cool. That'll do it. Now I got something to stand on at least. I think my next step is going to be putting nailers in the corners for the drywall, and I am doing drywall because I'm using a Schluter Curdy, which generally I don't like the idea of putting drywall in a wet area, but it's getting the Curdy waterproofing, so it's going to be good. But yeah, I'm going to add a nailer there, add a nailer here. And then I think next step after that will be pick where we're gonna put our shower valve and head. It's either that or I'll insulate this and put some drywall over this side so that I can, well, I don't know, I'm thinking out loud to you right now, so sorry about that. I'm gonna do a pony wall. It's like a wall that comes out right here flush to the edge of the bench. And that's gonna go all the way up to this. Then I'm gonna do a pivot style glass door over here. So I guess I need to do my nailers, make sure I'm good there, and then build my little wall here. It's just like an 11 and a half inch wall that goes all the way to the ceiling to border and edge that bench. Okay, I got some things lined up. So our shower bench is going to be there, flush with this little pony wall, and that goes all the way up here. Our soffit is essentially what this is. Our soffit's going to carry out as far as it needs to fit our vent fan, which is an additional 9 inches. So we'll come out another 9 inches past, well, let's see. I'll have a flat 2x4 here on top of this, and a 9-inch gap and another flat 2x4. So it'll be like 16, 17 inches more than it is right now, something like that. And then our vent fan's gonna go up here outside of the shower, and then the hose is gonna go to where the exhaust was before. Our valve's going here. I'm sorry, it's dark. Valve's gonna go roughly there. The shower head up here, and then the rain head right there. So niche is in place. Valve have its location. Bench, wall, frame. So we're looking good. And then this is gonna get a hole for the drain somewhere there. And meanwhile, Nathan has finished cutting this opening for the window. Just have it blocked out for now. It's almost the end of the day. Caleb and Michael have been ripping these walls down. All that plaster. Well, I think this is drywall. That was also drywall, but this was plaster. Maybe? No, that's drywall. Oh, well, that side is plaster. It's coming along. It's all gonna look very different in a week. Today's Wednesday. A week from today, next Wednesday, it's going to be a lot of progress that happens, but you'll see it as we go along, as long as I remember to record stuff. Anyways, that's a day for us. We're going to be back in the morning. Good afternoon, barely. I forgot the camera was here. I also had a bunch of errands to run this morning. But that's no excuse, because Caleb and Michael should have grabbed the camera, but they didn't.
You don't know that.
You're right, I don't know that.
Not every excuse is something that you're right about.
So I haven't sweat copper very much, maybe less than a handful of times total. Maybe more, I don't know. But I just did 3 caps, and they look the ugliest. Not pretty at all. So don't say that, because I know that it's not pretty. But I sweat that one and that one and that one, which is the worst of all. And then turn on the water. Not a single drip, guys. Not a single drip. 3 fittings. Haven't done it very much, and it's been a while too.
You have no drip.
I got no drip. That's what the kids say these days. I got no drip. None. I'm broke. Anyways, I just wanted to share the good news that there was no leaks. Next, since we have our toilet functional again, because our water's connected, Caleb and I, we're gonna drywall this to cover it so that we have privacy. So since this is done being reframed how it needs to be, we're gonna drywall this wall first, and then we're gonna do the outside of that bathroom, and then maybe I'll do like take one of these doors from somewhere else and put it in there temporarily or something. And then I also got plastic today, so we could start lining the floor of the crawl space with plastic. But you know, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make, you know, one of them. I'm gonna make those guys do that because, you know, I'm so nice. Thanks. Okay, you have to push it this way. Yeah, I actually want to put something under it to push it tight to the ceiling.
Okay.
Like pry bar. Is it tight up there? Oops.
Oh yeah, that was pretty tight. There it is.
So we got mostly drywalled in that bathroom so that we could, I mean, the drywall needs to go where it is, and it's not blocking us from anything else, thankfully, but I'm doing a little out of order. Like, I don't have all the plumbing done, just so that we could have the bathroom up in the, or the toilet functional. I'll probably even pick up the door for that opening and go ahead and put that in, but at least it's blocked off in private, because now we have the water working. I just rather have this going than a porta potty. Maybe I'll get one anyways, I don't know. All right, I'm in the middle of framing this closet, which I told you I was going to do, and then I set the camera down and forgot to record, but Got my jack and ping studs here and header there. So I'm just gonna frame it and tie it into that wall right up there, and then do cripples up for the rake, which is the sloped part of the roof. But I want to show you kind of what I'm thinking for this back area. So the master bedroom is gonna walk in right there, light switches just to the side of the door, closet there, so like a his and hers type deal with the master bathroom. And then we'll have one step down. I'm gonna put a new floor up to about that height, so you just have one step down. I would go all the way up level with that, but then it makes this ceiling too low. If I put the floor just to this height, then it puts this corner, the lowest part of the ceiling, because it's a lean-to type roof. So the lowest part of the ceiling there will be right at 7 feet. And code minimum is 6'8". It's 6'8" or 6'10". Either way, we're above it by 2 inches. So I can bring the floor up to there. It'll be a much more comfortable floor because it'll be wood with a wood subfloor. So it'll have a little bit of a give to it, so it's not just wearing on your joints. And then this window, we're gonna replace with a door, patio door. And not sure, it might be French doors, might be just a single door. It depends on price at this point. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Anywho, the edge wall for this, which will be the bed area, is gonna be right about here, give or take a little bit this way or that way. I don't know yet, somewhere there. And then we could put the bed here with nightstand, patio door, and you step up, bathroom, closets, everything. So it'll be nice and private, pretty separate from the rest of the house. And then on the other side of this wall, we'll have closet for a bedroom here. And that closet is to create extra space between the master bedroom and this bedroom. So we'll have like a buffer zone. Call it a buffer zone. I might even do a double wall there with staggered studs to separate the walls so that noise doesn't really transfer. I like a very quiet master suite, so I can't hear the babies crying, you know? And if you can't hear them crying, then they're not crying or something. But anyways, nice divider wall, closet, and then bedroom. And then this bedroom is going to come all the way out about 13 feet, 13 or 14 feet total. And 2 feet of that will be taken up by that closet on the back wall. So it'll be like about a 12 by 12 room plus closet. So it's a pretty, it's a fairly decent sized room. 144 square foot plus closet is not bad at all. So that's going to end somewhere over here. Probably about there. I haven't taken all the measurements, but I know it's going to fit. Then this opening will be opened up to like a doorway with no door into this room, which will be about 8 by 12, give or take. All these are approximate. But an 8 by 12 with open flow to the living room, open flow to the living room, and then a patio door here to access the backyard. I really wanted to have access to the backyard from the living area, so I think this is the best way to do it. Because here's the alternative. We put our office in between the two bedrooms right here, but then our door to the office has to be there. And then our wall for the bedroom would come right there, like as tight as we can make it, because that's barely big enough for a bedroom. And that's only like 10 by 12, plus you have to fit the closet. So it makes it for a pretty cramped bedroom. And then our office room is like in between the two bedrooms with a back door to the patio. So I think it's better just to make that the opening. So it's nice, wide, free flowing. And then you can access directly from the living space to the backyard. And then you can also access directly from the master suite to the backyard, and we'll make like a nice patio back here. Right now there's an ugly gas station, but we'll just tear that down. Not just kidding, we're not tearing it down. We could put a privacy fence up here to give some more privacy in the backyard and have a nice, there's plenty of space for a nice patio area. Maybe put a hot tub. I'd love to put a hot tub. And the hot tub we could fit like, we could probably fit like right here, sort of between the master suite and that bedroom. Do a hot tub and patio, so you can access it over there and from the master, and then maybe do a putting green. A lot of stuff that I would love to do. It all costs though, so it's priorities. Focus, focus. Anyways, just wanted to show you. And here is my perfectly to scale drawing. So we're standing right here right now. Bam, you are here. And there's what I'm thinking. Master suite there with the bathroom, closet. Here's this bedroom with the closet. And then have this wall for this bedroom with a closet. And then this just be open here. So we could have windows, let light in, windows, let light in, and then backyard access, patio, hot tub, fun entertainment, barbecue, whatever. So then this is all living area, dining area, kitchen, den / game room, and then direct access to the backyard there, and access to the side yard there, access from the front yard here, driveway. So I think this layout is going to work pretty well for the footprint that we have to work with, because we can't change the footprint like it's completely, that would end up costing even more. So I'm trying to make it like intentional, but also working with what exists and the kind of the layout that's here. Yeah, just thought I'd share. As I said before, kind of making plans as we go, seeing what fits the space the best. I don't know. I like doing the remodel that way, where you don't have to make all the decisions at the beginning, because you run into things that maybe adjust how you want to approach it, and then you end up with the most effective product at the end. Yeah. Alright, you might have seen how I measured this on the time-lapse or setup portion. But, again, don't mind the flickering light. It's just the frame rate on the camera. It's not flickering in real life. But for this angled top, this wall, I went ahead and I put the bottom plate, nailed it where it needed to go, used the laser up from there to nail the top plate where it needed to go, because I have a joist in the ceiling going right there, so I was able to nail to it and get solid contact, and then nail into the top plate over here to get solid contact. And then I moved this wall so that it was plumb, so we're parallel. The front of the closet is parallel with the back of it, and this wall is parallel with that wall, so I mean, squareness is pretty darn close. It's not perfect, but it's because the existing walls aren't quite perfect. So what I was going to show you though is to get this accurate cut on here. I'll just take the tape measure, drop the tape measure down to the top of my bottom plate there. Sorry. And then measure up like this before the stud's here, right? This is so I can cut the stud. It's not accurate right now because it's just on the ground, but I just got the tape here to measure the long edge of my stud, which was 91.5 to right there. And so I just mark where the long edge of that miter cut is. And then I test cut this scrap piece because I couldn't remember the slope of this roof or the pitch of it, so I just tested at 15 degrees. That was too steep. 10 degrees, too steep. 8 degrees, too steep. I think it ended up 6.5 or something. Got it right here. Yeah, I've got it like right on 6 degrees, and I test fit this piece up there and it fit great. So I've left my miter saw at that angle, measured to the top part of my miter cut, and I cut it 91.5, and it just fit right in, right where it needed to go. So if you don't want to math, and sometimes you just don't want to math, you could just measure the top part and then test fit angles until you get the right one, and then slap it in there. So I have 2 more studs to cut at that same length for that wall. But anyways, just wanted to share that with you. And I had to do it on the time lapse first so that I made sure that I got it right before I showed you what I did. Tricks of the trade. Well, everyone, I have a revelation.
Oh, yeah?
Closet's framed. Look at that. Turned out great. It's ready for drywall and doors. It's good. Well, I have to patch that. But anyway, problem is, Caleb needs to go in there.
What's up?
You need to go in the closet.
You spent too much time in there for me to go in there.
Anyways.